If it's not this one, I'm gonna be fucking
being live streamed. Being live streamed. Waiting for mix.
Hold up, it's populating. Oh, there's a delay.
Of course there is. Mine still shows waiting for mix. He is now live streamed on YouTube. 37,000 likes. 8 waiting. What is this? What does all this mean? What?
All right, so I have the live stream up. I'm muting it on my end because there's a delay. So everything that's happening now is not happening now. And it's going to drive me nuts to hear all of us talk after all of us talk.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not getting it. What that?
I got it live. We got a couple of likes already. Maybe if you pulled it up, you could press the like button too.
Yeah, I'm trying, but it's not working for me. Does it show who's on? Like who's watching?
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah, I can't get it to work. So who's watching? Anybody? Or something in the comments. Can they unmute themselves, or is it just us who's talking?
They're not live with us, my friend. They can be in the chat and talk with us that way.
Yeah, that's right.
But welcome. This is our first live stream of the Subtle Nerd podcast. Thank you all who are tuning in. We are delighted to have you. Like I said, this is the first for us, so we might be working out a couple of kinks as we're going through this. It's a bit of delay, so everything that's happening now is not happening now. It happened then. We passed it.
One of those kinks is Scott not being here on time.
That's par for our course, but
that's true.
Oh, and it reversed our cameras because on my live screen I'm on the right, but on the YouTube I'm on the left.
I couldn't get it to work on my phone. I'm going to try it on a computer. I mean, if you said we have some likes and some viewers.
Well, I was one of the likes.
You can't wear your own band shirt to the show. Come on. Come on.
I just texted. Well, I chatted. I didn't text. I'm not personally texting all these people. But
all 2 of them.
Think positive, Tim. This is just our first time doing this.
Sorry, 3.
First. It says 1 watching now.
Is it you?
Spoiler alert. It's me.
Yeah, I can't get it. It's
well,
not working on the computer either.
Would you look at this?
I think we have a bum link, honestly.
I don't, because it's
right. Can you send it to me again?
Yes.
Yeah, both of my computers I tried. It's not working.
Okay. No problem.
Oh, look who's here. All right, I'll text him now. There we go. Hey, Scott, turn on your light.
Frankenstein's monster has joined the chat.
That was last week, idiot. Young Frankenstein was last time. This is right. Spaceballs.
Do the link that I just sent you.
Do it. Do the do. The video is unavailable.
Tim?
Just telling you what it says.
I got live on my end.
Of course you do. The video is unavailable. Video is unavailable.
Please hold.
Scott.
Tim, your call is important to us, and we will answer it in the order in which it was received.
Are you able to view it online live, Scott?
View what?
We are live, folks. Thanks for joining in.
You what? You said you what?
What year is this?
What are you guys doing in my chat room?
Tim, I just emailed it to you. Try to
All
use it there.
You what? God. Come on.
It's okay. I'm
here we
still
go.
the only one watching, so I think we're in the clear so far.
What are we doing?
Do you even know who I am?
Did Jackie roofie you before you came on?
No, I've been working since 8 this morning.
All right,
So
Dolly
we're
Parton.
on 14 hours here.
Working 9 to 5, are we?
Does this smell like chloroform to you?
Ooh, it's working.
Yeah.
It's working. Yes, we got it.
Thank you, Tim.
What are we doing?
I don't even know who I am.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna have to mute it though, otherwise we're gonna hear the
I'm not
background.
gonna watch it. I'm going to take this.
Can you-
yeah, this
can
is
you at
definitely
least-
a different link. Copy
Can you
link.
at least press the like button, Tim?
Can you shut the hell up for just a goddamn minute? All right, I'm putting the right link in here.
Okay. Well, thank
I'm
you.
gonna go to all our social media pages.
Okay.
Do this correctly. Yes, that one is working. Okay. Yas Queen. Camden hates it when I say that. Hates it.
I don't know that I'm a fan of it either, Tim.
Yeah, everybody loves it. Shut
Just
up.
quit being weird, Steven. All the kids are saying it.
We're at the following link. No, we're not. Scott.
How are you,
while I'm-
Scott?
While I'm updating all the links, did you see my message about your? Can you turn on your camera, please?
It's not working. It's
Yeah,
like
okay.
the rest of today.
Did you see the message about us three doing something? One of the live. Not. It doesn't have to be live. Recording while we're all together with Blake, maybe if he's available. There we go.
That would be cool.
Are you doing? Do you have a slap bracelet? What are you doing?
I'm finally having a beer.
It sounded like a slap bracelet. I think
You're
have
in
a
the
slap
you're in the
bracelet.
right place, but only if you have Spaceballs the koozie.
I do have Spaceballs the koozie. Thanks
Why you
to
whispering?
Tim.
Why are you whispering?
I'm trying to get my camera to work at the same time. My
Why are you
internet's
shouting?
down. My camera doesn't work. Today has been shit.
How many assholes we got in this podcast?
Exactly.
Yo.
All right. That's all right. I'm updating all the links anyway, so we'll just have to edit out some things in the beginning. This one's a little rough.
What do you mean edit? I don't understand what you're saying.
Or so.
It's not going to go uphill. I can promise you
He whispered sensually.
Always with you, it cannot be done. Man. All right. I got everything uploaded. We're good. Direct links are up.
Okay. A lot of furious typing over there.
He's like that cat and meme, just
Scott, you missed perhaps the most hilarious thing that I did not get recorded.
nobody will ever see it again.
Tim brought his cat and was holding his cat, and then his cat went nuts and kirked out. And everything that you see on Tim's screen right now suddenly we're suddenly silenced as millions of voices cried out in terror.
It really was.
And all I could do was giggle at the carnage.
Really was. That's exactly how it worked. I spilled my beer everywhere.
That's funny.
When would you guys like to get started?
Whenever Scott
What?
gets on here.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
What is
I
going
have
on?
no idea why this camera
Log
is
out and
not
get back
working.
on.
Yeah.
That always works.
Yeah, I guess maybe my internet's back up too. So maybe I'll try that. I'll be right back.
Okay. And I'm Scott. Dun, 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 dun.
Hopefully this will eliminate Scott's technical difficulties.
How can you see if anybody's there?
Yes, I'm here.
A little notification would be good for all our viewers next time. Friday night's tough too.
And it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yes,
But
Yes,
it's
it is.
like we're really just testing out the technology to see
true.
what the what is. But if you're a
That's true.
subscriber, you got an email that we are live as well.
Mhm. Oh, you did it on the YouTube channel?
Yes, sir. So we're recording here live, but it's broadcast to YouTube.
Okay. Good. All right. I think we're good. I'm ready. I don't know about your brother.
I'm ready also. We are down by one.
I'm ready.
I don't like that the background keeps fading out all my stuff. I might
Mhm.
just
You need a green
yeah.
screen.
A green screen.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Just put a big sheet up behind you.
A sheet.
A sheet.
What if I just did this instead?
That looks fake.
Not where you live, Stephen. There we go. Now you can see Spaceballs the koozie.
Yes, we can. That's too bright. Scott's house probably just blew up when he logged out.
Well, we definitely thank everyone for your patience. I'm leaving all this in. It's too priceless to
This is awful.
delete.
It's
What do you mean
terrible.
it's awful? We're live.
I know.
You wanted me to go live right away, so we did that with that thing
That's
that you
true.
said.
That
We
is
did
true.
that thing you said.
That thing you do. We should do that one soon. That's a good one. Not soon. We have so much on our list.
I mean, we have endless content. Endless.
It's true.
The movies we love. Wait till we start talking about video games. Oh my
Mhm.
Jesus. What about animated shows? Come on, Tim. Come on.
All right, Yogi Bear. We can talk about that.
Hey, boo boo.
Mhm.
Are we gonna get the picnic biscuit?
All right, Scott. All right, Scott. All right,
It
Scott.
seems I'm spending so much time waiting. And when you can't make up your mind, I'm waiting for you. And no message. So as soon as the time, I imagine. I'm glad it's just me who's watching now. So when we start talking about animated shows, I mean, what were you into, Tim? What are you into? Are
Wait,
you
are we?
into any currently? Are we going nostalgia? Are we going current events?
I mean, it's been a while since I watched Simpsons. Bob's Burgers, I think I'm pretty much caught up on. Maybe not the most recent stuff. I mean, Family Guy I catch every now and then.
American Dad for me is
Yeah.
the greatest and best of the Seth MacFarlanes.
Yeah, I'll watch that on Nick at Night or whatever it's on right now.
I mean, we can go X-Men, the animated series. We can go Spider-Man, Gargoyles. Come on.
You know, the three of those I didn't watch very often.
So all three of those are on Disney Plus, Tim.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So
Batman the
is a plethora
animated series. Yeah,
of
so
other
is,
things.
7,000 other things, but
Yeah. Yeah, we could do Batman. That would be good. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Are you
it's
frozen?
it's exactly no, I'm not. It's exactly as it sounds. Yeah, that show was incredible.
Hi. Oh, hey, here I am.
I don't know if Scott's coming back.
This might be just a test night.
Okay, then it's a test night it is.
Yeah, maybe we'll wait until everything's working on his end to actually do this. Do this movie.
Okay. I mean, we can give him a couple more minutes and
Oh
then
yeah, of
call
course.
it.
Of course. I mean, what could you and I talk? Oh, wait.
I mean, we could.
Yeah. We could do animated series. Oh, there he is.
There he is
Look at him. Look at that full head of hair on him.
in all of his glory.
Well, now we can't hear him. We can see him.
I haven't said anything yet.
Hey.
Of importance. Second, there it is. Wait, do we have a sticker on the bottom? Oh. Huh, I didn't know
Spaceballs the sticker.
that.
Indeed.
That's not what it says.
Well, cheers,
right.
gentlemen.
Yes. Cheers to all you assholes that are also on the ship with me.
Yo.
So we did it. We're all finally on, and 20 minutes, just under 20 minutes late, which is okay.
23 minutes. I mean,
Which is
who's really
okay.
keeping track of anything?
You
So
started
welcome to-
texting me 20 minutes early too, so
Well, we were on.
Because we knew you would be 20 minutes late.
I have never been 20 minutes late.
You just were
Whatever.
just now.
Tim?
Just now. Just
beyond my
now.
control.
Now you were 20 minutes
Mhm.
late.
I don't think so.
I've never
I
been
arrived
23
precisely when
minutes
I
late.
meant to.
I
arrived
love that he did
precisely
that
when I meant
quote.
to.
It's so great. It was so perfect that he did that.
Welcome to our live podcast. How many are watching? don't
I
hear
told
any
you, just
yos.
me.
This
I don't
is
hear any yos out there.
live.
That's all right. That's okay. But this is the Subtle Nerd Podcast. There's Steven right there with his sound
That's
line.
Tim. That's Tim over there.
Yep. And there's Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Hello.
Today we'll be discussing the movie Spaceballs. A bit of nostalgia for the three of us. Hopefully for you all too.
Yes.
It's about a man who goes on a journey of self-discovery.
That's it?
It is,
Okay.
after a while.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Is that the synopsis that you came up with? That's the best you could do? It's beautiful.
ChatGPT did better.
ChatGPT did way better. It was incredible.
Yeah, your AI was pretty spot on with that.
It was back and forth. It was like back and forth. It provided both an interviewer and an interviewee. It did an amazing job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I turned it in with my report. Got an A on it. Thank you.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. What year did this come out? 87?
So this was 87.
87.
Yes.
That
So
was good.
yeah, pretty fantastic there.
So after Return of the Jedi is out, 4 years
yeah,
after?
like 4 years after Return of the Jedi was out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Star Wars related fun facts with this film that I had no idea about.
Yep.
So delighted to share some of those.
Well, Spaceballs is one of the most iconic movies of the 80s. What do you think makes it so enduring in popularity?
You'll have to rewatch this later because your
Yeah,
voice slowed down just enough, like kind of like Vinny, Pizza the Hut's buddy.
He got a little robotic there.
Yeah,
Scott, are you AI Scott taking the place of the real Scott who was too busy for his friends this evening?
I knew it.
Press this button if you're not a robot.
Yeah, but this money, like Scott's right. He didn't press the button. Scott's right. The money that Mel Brooks made, I think this one made him the most money. If I read my quotes correctly, there was a time where he was like in a restaurant, and there was a $90 bottle of wine, and he looked at it. He said, "Oh, $90. Can I afford it? You know what? Spaceballs is going to pay for that. That's fine." So that's in his book. So it's true.
Spaceballs
It's
the
true.
book.
Spaceballs the book.
Spaceballs the book.
So I just got this book on Amazon the other day. I haven't had a chance to read through it, but it's really, really good. All the his movies are broken down into chapters.
Nice.
Yeah, there's some great stuff in here, and it was written by him, and there's no ghostwriter or anything. And it's only a few
Perfect.
years old.
From the mind of Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's very good, very good. So if you're a Mel Brooks
Are
fan,
you gonna read it to us?
Chapter one.
I'll get my pillow out.
After one.
Mel Brooks, All About Me, if anybody's looking to get it. But don't get it yet, because we're going to tell you some of the stuff that's in said book.
We are.
Well, we are. I don't know about you.
The royal we.
The royal we.
Meaning you.
Mm-hmm. Well, Scott.
So Mel was actually in communicado with Mr. George Lucas for the filming of said movie, The Spaceballs. And George had apparently a couple of requests for what Mel should not do. And one of them was merchandising. So that's why no merchandise from this film came out, because George said he can parody Star Wars all he wants. They just can't make any merchandise related to the film.
That is true.
True facts.
George and his lawyers were not about that merchandise. Everything,
No, they were not.
Because all the characters are so similar. Like Dot Matrix, C-3PO. There's not many differences there, except maybe the wig.
I got myself a bootleg dot matrix.
Are you using her right now as your microphone?
I think so.
I might be.
There it is. There he is. But yeah, I thought it was kind of cool that Lone Star is both Luke and Han in this movie. There's a little bit of both mixed into him.
Dressed as Indy.
Darth Maul too, I think.
Explain how is he Darth Maul? I'd love to hear your take on
Darth
this.
Maul, 12 years before the Phantom Menace.
So neither Darth Maul nor Lone Star really wore hats all that often.
That is true. It was difficult more for one than the other.
Lone Star wore a hat in the opening scene. Where we meet him in the Winnebago. He was wearing the fedora.
Yes, he was.
Darth Maul was wearing the hood.
Similar. You win.
See?
You got it.
Indeed.
Practically identical, really. I don't know.
Tail of the tape, virtually identical.
How old was Ray Park when this movie came out?
7.
One teenager. He's a little older than us, I think.
He is a little older than us.
Just a bit. Just a bit.
Stop getting off topic.
I am so sorry.
Yeah.
So we got the George Lucas thing. Bill Pullman. This was his second movie.
Yes.
So
how many people did they consider for Lone Star? Like, he wanted Tom Cruise. He wanted Tom Hanks.
Both of them were not interested at all. Not even almost.
Can you imagine if Tom Cruise did this?
No, I really can't.
We wouldn't have needed stunt doubles. He'd have done all his own stunts, and they would have been excellent.
That would have killed an entire scene in the movie, though.
It would have been even funnier just to have Tom Cruise just standing there. You've captured their stunt doubles. I do my own stunts.
You know what? If he would have done this would have been the one where he tore his ACL so bad that he couldn't act ever again. That would have, how many timelines are there where he did this movie and it totally messed him up for life?
We will need to ask Thanos that.
Then he went to the Red Shoe Diaries and just game over after that.
The Red Shoe Diaries.
You rented it from Blockbuster. You were looking for things. Scott.
Wow.
I only got the
personally
Blue Shoe
called out.
Diaries. No red shoes for me.
You saw the cover and were like, Saturday night.
Shallow and pedantic. Hmm.
Yeah, so those two guys, Bill Pullman had only done one movie, so Mel had a meeting with him. They were very excited, took kind of a chance, and Scott is frozen. There he goes. Yeah, that was a hell of a swig.
He's here.
I'm Swig? What do you mean Swig?
Daphne Zuniga was not exactly 100% on board either
No.
right away.
Had some good air.
With Perrier.
Yeah, just Perrier.
So great Perrier.
I think just throughout this entire time, Scott should just drink the entire time while we're
I plan
doing
to.
this.
It's been a
Yeah,
long day.
let's go back to that and we'll revisit vacation.
Yeah,
Time to
so
reload. All right, 1 second.
she wasn't on board right away. She had to have a meeting with him, and Mel convinced her to do it, which was pretty cool.
Didn't he also convince the director of The Fly too to give her that part? Because she was in The Fly too. And I had read that Mel spoke to that director to give her specifically the part.
The
Scott
Fly
says no.
2?
Yeah, she was in The Fly too.
I don't know
Eric
if I ever
Stoltz,
saw
who
it.
Scott
The Fly
loves.
as well. The Fly as well. I'm
gonna
fired
take
today,
your
I
word
think.
on that one. I have not seen the second Fly.
Eric Stoltz.
I'm more of a fan of Grundle Fly than Stoltz Fly.
Grundle Fly.
Brundle.
Like-
Grundle.
Not Grundle. Brundle.
Like Grundlewald?
B.
Wait,
B
did I
is in
say-
boy.
What did I say?
You said
Why is it
Grundle.
Grundlewald.
Why would I say Grundle?
I don't know why you would say that.
Line Judge.
When
When
Gremlin Fly came
no,
out.
Line Judge. Yeah, he's right. Yep, I did it wrong.
Who did?
So who else we got in this movie? John Candy.
Oh my God.
Incomparable
John Candy. So in talking about John Candy, they with the Mog makeup, they wanted to do prosthetics at first, but Mel objected entirely because he's like, it takes away, like, it doesn't even look like John Candy. Like, we hired John Candy. We want John Candy to look like himself. So they took away all the crap and just gave him animatronic ears, and which 2 different people controlled, and an animatronic tail, which John Candy controlled, and then just like the eye patch and the
Wait, John
cute
Candy
little
did control
button
his own
nose.
tail?
He controlled the tail, and 2 different people controlled the ears.
How, pray tell? I really don't know. I'm learning this right now. How did he
A
control his tail?
a 30-pound battery pack that he had on his back. It's all on the IMDb, Tim.
What's that page? What?
What's that page? What? Who goes there?
That's kind of cool. I did not know that. I saw he had so when I read that, I mistook it for a 30-pound headpiece, like with all the electronics in it. So it was just a 30-pound suit.
Battery. The battery was 30 pounds to control
Okay,
the tail.
Gotcha.
Where it's 1987, so the batteries aren't. They're
Yeah.
huge.
No, I did see that he was exhausted throughout filming just because everything was so heavy and so daunting for him. Like he
I
had to
feel
take
his
some
pain.
breaks.
A full face mask resembling a wrinkled bulldog was originally constructed for the character Barf, but Mel Brooks quipped, if they were going to hide John Candy behind a mask, we may as well hire someone else for half the price. A
Yeah.
nose and upper lip piece was tried next, which Candy approved, but again, Brooks did not. They finally settled on animatronic ears connected to a hairpiece, a small nose application, and a patch over one eye, just like the dog Petey from the R Gang shorts.
Good stuff.
Indubitably.
Things I did not know. That's why I need to watch this after we're done so I can learn.
How great is John Candy?
He was one of the few actors, like when he passed away, saw, internet wasn't quite
Ugh,
a thing. Saw
No.
on the cover of a magazine in a store, and that's one of the ones where I was young. I shouldn't have been old enough to like really care that much, but I was. No, I do remember shedding a tear for that man after he passed.
Just one, you cruel bastard.
I mean, it's been a while. I don't remember. It might have been 2.
One of the movies we will talk about with him in it is my absolute favorite with him.
Uncle Buck.
Planes, Trains, and
Oh,
Automobiles,
okay.
not Uncle Buck. That was
Come on.
funny, but like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was endearing.
Yes.
I won't ramble on too much about that, but that's my favorite.
Please don't.
We
Quiet you.
we will do that in November. That's 100% this year. That's happening.
Yes.
Indeed.
Who else? Rick Moranis, of course.
Oh my God.
A co-worker. What would you call him? From SCTV back in the day. Co-star. Let's call him a co-star with John Candy.
Co-star.
So John Candy, Rick Moranis, both in SCTV, the Canadian version of Saturday Night Live. So many great names came through that one. Harold Ramis, one of the many incredible names. But yeah, that's where the McKenzie brothers came from, was SCTV. Doug and Bob McKenzie. Do you guys remember them?
No,
What?
not ringing a bell.
They were the Canadian guys. They had that movie Strange Brew. Come on. It was same guy as the Dave Thomas. Dave Thomas, Rick Moranis did that skit, and then they made a whole movie out
The
of
Wendy's guy?
Well, Dave Thomas.
Different.
So
Different.
he teams
Dave
up with Rick
Thomas.
Moranis as voiceovers. They were the Moose in Brother
Yes.
Bear.
So you know that.
I do know
they
that.
got that because of Strange Brew, and
Oh, nice.
because of their skit. Yeah, you should look that up.
I will
should
look
do it.
that up.
You should.
Do it.
But yeah, so Rick Moranis as Dark Helmet. Thank goodness they had that gigantic helmet for him, because that made so many great moments in that movie. There was a quote from Mel in this book, folks.
Hmm.
In this book that we're not going to read you.
Because
I need to visit Mr. Beer.
Please do. I'll talk while you do that. Because of that helmet and Rick Moranis' acting, Mel Brooks wasted so much money on just recording because he was laughing out loud because of what Rick was doing so many times, and I could see it. Man,
Probably took a long time to film this thing because of all of the laughter.
Oh
during-
my God. Can you
Absolutely.
imagine the
Like-
footage that's on this film?
making
Yeah.
Mel Brooks laugh, that's got to be like a lifelong goal, and Moranis did it numerous times in this movie.
Without
did-
tickling him.
I cannot confirm that.
They may have been tickling him.
If you had the opportunity to tickle Mel Brooks, I think you might take it.
I don't think so.
I think you would. Creep.
Why you gotta make things weird too?
Look, you're the one trying to tickle him.
It says every time Dark Helmet has his face covered, his voice
Steven's
is
moving on.
lower and more basal, similar to basil. Basil. It's similar to
Basil?
Of
a
Baker
herb.
Street?
His voice is lower and more basal, similar to James Earl Jones when he played Darth Vader. He
Mhm.
also speaks with an African accent. In the DVD commentary, Mel Brooks says that Dark Helmet's voice changing whenever his face was covered was actually Rick Moranis' idea.
Mhm.
So that's fun.
Yes. Yeah, Moranis had a lot of ideas for this movie that they kept in and used.
Yeah, Rick Moranis was great,
Mhm.
and then he retired.
Well,
He did, but
it was for a very specific reason and heartbreaking reason
true.
why he turned away from acting. His wife passed away in 1991, and he retired from acting to take care of their two children.
Yep.
And that's
And
why
he's-
he instantly stopped. He's like, absolutely not. I'm taking care of these kids.
He did. I think he did the sequel to Brother Bear, didn't he? After that, he did Brother.
Brother
He
Bear
did some
2, yeah.
voiceover stuff.
Yes, he did. 3 years
Yeah,
later,
he did
Brother
that.
Bear
So
2.
they did that. And I keep hearing that he's supposed to be coming out of retirement for the Disney Plus Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yes,
but
it's called Shrunk.
that's-
It's to be announced.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I know they were after him for Ghostbusters Afterlife, but he just firmly said no. He said no to that. He said no to, excuse me, Ghostbusters 2016, the Paul Feig. I don't know how to say his name.
The one that never happened.
Yes, that one. He did say no to that, and I think he was the only original cast member to say no, because everybody else had a cameo in that. But yeah, it would have been nice to see him, but it wouldn't make sense. I'm knocking on wood for the arrival of Lewis Tully in the Ghostbusters sequel that they're filming right now. They just started the other day. Anyway, we're saving Ghostbusters for a different time, a more special time. Probably
a more special time.
A 3-hour episode if I have anything to do with it.
You
So,
do.
Yes, I do.
You have quite a lot to do with it.
Ghostbusters, my friends. It's going to be a good one.
I found it to be fascinating that President Scroob is actually an anagram.
I didn't know that either.
Brooks.
And he misspelled it. That's how I came up with it.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. I never. So, okay, Scott, I take back what I said yesterday. I did learn that. I originally told Scott that I didn't see or learn anything new when I rewatched this the other day. But
You told me that
I
too.
did learn that.
It's a group. It's a group text, Tim. You told me that too.
You just have to put the spotlight back on yourself. Trying to give something to Scott. He's had a rough day. Trying to make him feel special.
Had a rough day.
Tim didn't talk to me at all. He only talked to Scott about this.
I showed Scott my cat. Everything exploded. I don't know what happened. All right. Anyway, so George Weiner, is that how you say his name? Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders. Oh, he killed it.
Yes,
he absolutely killed it.
Did you guys see who they originally wanted for that role?
No, I did not. Who did they want for that?
Steve Martin.
Oh my God.
That could have worked. That could have worked very well.
That could have worked.
That would absolutely work.
But not to dismiss George's performance at all.
No,
he did a great job.
He was wonderful. But Steve Martin. Oh my God.
Name, that's almost too big of a name. Like if they got Steve Martin, would Colonel Sanders' role been bigger? Because Steve was already huge.
Steve still is huge.
No, I meant at this time he was huge. Like he wasn't still, on his way up. He was at the top of his game at this point.
He was.
I mean, he started with the Jerk in 77 or 79 or something like that, and just kept going. But yeah, would Colonel Sanders' role been amplified if Steve Martin were
I don't know. I mean, if you look at, I won't mention it, but like the movie we watched we went and saw yesterday, there was a pretty big name actor who was in there, and it was more or less a cameo, right?
It was, yes.
So,
I mean, we could probably say he's in the trailers.
Yeah. It was his contract. Gotta be in the trailer. Yeah.
Anyway, Guardians 3 was amazing, folks. Go see it in the theater if you can. So yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Only someone with tickets invited us.
If only somebody didn't live in North Carolina.
Yeah. Gee, I'm gonna move 15 hours away and then yell at you for not inviting me to Christmas.
Scott, fun fact, Tim actually still did invite me.
I think I did invite you. I was gonna say.
You did invite me. Tim's like, I don't want to get you in any trouble.
That's
you want to get out of here and go see a movie?
I tried taking you last Friday.
God.
I did try taking you, but no, that would have gotten me and you in trouble, my friend.
Yeah, we might as well just kept on driving, Tim, just like Thelma and Louise.
Oh, let's see. You already talked about John Candy there.
I did talk about John Candy.
Yeah, we did.
So, fun fact with talking with George Lucas, the footage from when they're all ejecting in the escape pods from the faux Statue of Liberty Mega Made explosion, that's unused footage from A New Hope that George gave them permission to use. I was delighted to learn that.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense because
look at it again.
Really
it's
similar,
exactly like A New Hope footage from the escape pods. It's exactly like it.
So George, I didn't realize that either. George gave
them that. Yes, he did.
Interesting.
Yes, he did. I thought that was just awesome of him to do that.
I thought that the other day when I was watching it, like this looks really, really good. Like Mel did try to make this like a legit space movie. Like he didn't just like, call it in and
he didn't make it silly or anything.
Yeah, like he spent money on this to make, like, green screen wasn't perfected at this point but the green screen they had was huge. They actually thought it ruined their eyes. Did you guys see that?
They thought it ruined their
Yeah.
eyes.
So
My
green screen
eyes.
tech was pretty new at this point. So the big green screen they had, especially on Spaceball 1, was huge. So between takes, Mel made them wear big sunglasses. And folks, I got that from this book, Mel Brooks, All About Me. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that book yet.
He
You
wants
have
3%, by
not.
the way.
And I think
I'm gonna email Mel.
the
for,
royalties
for
that
a
you
cut.
get from plugging that.
Yep.
Did you guys
Yeah.
go through the errors and continuity stuff as well
did
for
not.
this?
I didn't.
Some of it was
No.
pretty interesting. Like the radar apparently for the jam was labeled strawberry on the radar, and then Dark Helmet, of course, famously says raspberry.
Raspberry.
That's a good point.
Does it say strawberry on it?
That's according to IMDb. I'll have to actually look and rewatch to try to catch this. But yeah,
This what? Oh, the
the radar on Barf's radar says strawberry.
okay. No, I
Does
think
As
that's
it's
right.
going towards it, you remember? When it fires out.
Oh, I
That's
didn't.
right.
Oh, interesting.
Are you watching it right now, Steven?
No, I have never looked at the goofs section on IMDb, so I clicked on it the other
Goofs
day.
section.
But there's some interesting stuff in there too, like actual errors in the movie.
Mhm.
They've listed out there, like Dot Matrix when she's rolling down the sandhill, her metal skirt gets damaged, and the next scene it's undamaged. Like stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
that
when
makes
they
sense.
when they blatantly filmed the stunt double instead of Bill Pullman in the lightsaber fight.
Yeah.
After he takes the ring and is like, "Oh, you fell for that too. I can't believe it, man." And he gets up. But when the guy gets up, that is his stunt double. And he looks dead at the camera. That is not Bill Pullman, folks. Watch the movie. It's his stunt double. He couldn't get up off of a floor. He needed a guy to do that for him. Fun fact.
We got to get Bill on here. Talk about that scene.
Scott, take a
can you-
note.
Scott, please.
Bill
please do that.
Pullman.
Yes.
Let me ask Harrison. Hold on. If he knows him, he might.
So there were so many ad libs in this movie. Like Rick Moranis had a bunch. John
Oh my
Candy
God.
had one of the biggest.
The seatbelt.
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
Which was then used later by
Oh Christ.
That line was completely improv too, wasn't it?
it was.
Yes.
That's
I
yeah.
don't know. Tim, I don't know.
Chris Farley and Tommy Boy. It was right in the
Oh.
beginning. He ran into
Oh,
the
yeah, you're
glass
right.
door.
Yeah.
And Chris Farley, I don't know if it was, I didn't look, if it was on purpose or not, if he was like purposely quoting John Candy, but he said, it's going to leave a mark as soon as he hit that glass door. But like similar delivery, exact same words. So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, John Candy ad-libbed that, kept it
Oh
in.
wow.
Am I streaming on YouTube right now?
Yes.
God,
Are
welcome to the show.
Are you watching? Are you watching yourself? So we have 2 viewers right now because I turned mine off.
Wow, Tim.
I can't. I have so little attention right now. Like if I had that on over here, I'd be
Tim, you could turn
Oh.
it on and minimize it so you
Mm-mm.
don't see it.
nope, can't do it. I can't do it.
All right, so anywho, I want to talk about this because I have it all queued up.
Okay, please.
I
do.
want to talk about cameos
Yes.
in this movie.
This is what you've been holding out on me.
Well, I didn't want to just sit and start talking about it before we were like actually like gonna actually talk about it, Tim.
Yeah,
Like I
it was
didn't want to
stupid
like
to share our ideas with each other.
damn it. If you all read my texts, I'm been sharing, god damn it. So one of the fun cameos in this movie is Michael Winslow,
Yes.
who is an absolute delight. And I want to pull up first his clip from the actual movie, and then I want to pull up another fun clip from Michael Winslow to show just how talented this man is.
Hmm.
He is incredible.
Mhm.
So I'll share and
Binder.
then we can
Please
talk
do.
about and
He
we
was
can
Police
talk about.
Academy too, right?
Yes, he was.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Wasn't he in all of them?
I
may
think he
have been
was in
wrong.
all of them, frankly. Like,
Hey, we're not paying Liberty Mutual, are we?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
So yeah,
I can't
Michael
skip it. I'm
Winslow.
sorry.
Of course, he was in Police Academy. He also voiced some of the Gremlins in the movie Gremlins. Oh, here we go. All right, we can't hear it.
you got enough tabs in your browser open there, buddy?
Can you hear this or
Let's
not?
see.
No.
Pornhub, Spaceball.
God damn
Okay.
it.
No, we couldn't.
You got to
hear
share it
Please.
with audio.
Please hold. Just
All
hold
right.
it.
So you're continuing to do that. Yeah. So he, rumor has it, he voiced. What are you doing? He voiced Stripe, but that was Frank Welker.
Is it not
But
showing on
Happening
your
now
screen?
is happening now.
But yeah, he voiced some Gremlins. I'll just keep saying he voiced some Gremlins while you're fumbling around over there.
Wow.
I thought he
There.
was recreating the video scene.
Oh, well, we're too late. What a
Oh
shame.
well, we're too late. We can hear it now.
No, bad. Oh, what are we doing risking our lives for a runaway princess?
Sorry, it should have gone off right away.
That's all right. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, strawberry. Strawberry.
That is strawberry.
It looks like strawberry to me. You don't need much special effects if you've got Michael Winslow.
Exactly. This is great.
Sir, what is it?
I love
Can I
this.
talk to the please, sir?
Look at Rick Moranis' face.
Yes,
Look at it.
this whole bit.
You don't need that, Private. We're right here now. What is
Just
it?
watch Moranis.
He ripped the whole thing out.
Having trouble with the radar, sir. What's
And he cracks up right there.
He did.
I've lost the creeps. The what? The what? And the what? You know, the bleeps. The sweeps. And the creeps. It's not all he's lost. The radar, sir. It appears to be jammed.
Is it strawberry?
Jammed.
Is it strawberry?
Looks strawberry to me.
Raspberry.
It's raspberry,
Oh,
guys.
there we go.
Oh, weird.
One man who
And he
would
pushes
be the raspberry.
Colonel Sanders out of the way.
To have the
Star.
Yes. That was also brilliant on Mel's part to have stuff like that, like using those scenes. Be like, no, this is mine. This is mine. Like
So
little
I-
things
I
you
will-
don't catch when you're younger. Sorry, go ahead.
No, please. I wanted to show you this. If you haven't seen it, if you have seen it, great. If you haven't, oh my God, this is such a treat.
I have not.
Let me set up the drums here.
Yeah, sir. Which song is it? Which song is it?
Yeah. What do you want to do? Led Zeppelin. And you want to do the original artist key of E?
Yeah.
All right.
Like
listen.
this.
Yes.
When is this from?
Oh my God.
Michael
me that was
Winslow
not-
from Gremlins, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, that was not fucking awesome.
That was really good.
So cool.
I have not seen that before.
Oh my god. Like just it. He did his solo. Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Yes, incredible. Increíble.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
Where do we go from here? Okay, the other cameo
Yes, the
that I
cameo.
just learned today. I was today years old
Oh,
Timothy.
don't break my heart.
when I learned this fun fact that John Cleese had a cameo in Spaceballs.
Wait, Cleese? What? What? Prove your facts here, sir. Let's see it.
I don't believe you, Steven.
I don't believe me either.
Shut your poor mouth. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Everything
No.
that's happening now?
Oh, yeah. We're
What's
good.
happening now is happening.
87 Spaceballs.
How many?
God damn it.
Summoner
Hold on.
podcast?
Sorry. That's the second time I've done that. Okay, my bad. So this is fan wiki of John Cleese, and look here, Spaceballs.
Uh-huh.
John Cleese.
Khan. Who's Khan?
God. As we're watching the end of the movie, where they're getting ready for wedding number 2, John Cleese is standing right there. They show him for like 0.7 of a second.
You have it?
And I noticed it today. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because
Close out some of these things. Here we go.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got too many windows open, dude.
oh,
I can hear your browser screaming from
John
over
Cleese,
here.
pigs in
Too
space.
many windows.
all right.
No,
Oh,
that's Scott.
that is Scott.
What's me?
You just popped up. I thought I was going to see John Cleese as you chugging a beer. It was beautiful.
Sorry to
Well, I'm
disappoint you.
sorry
but
to
it is-
disappoint
No, I'm not
you.
disappointed.
Seriously.
You brothers.
But yes,
you
he was
in your lines.
absolutely in it. I noticed it today. John
All right.
Cleese was in it.
Well, you pull that up, and do you wouldn't happen to have the John Hurt scene up, would you? I don't. You guys probably can't hear me. You wouldn't happen to have the John Hurt.
God
scene
damn it.
pulled
Will
up,
you
would
just wait 2 seconds, Timothy?
That's not. You
Me to
keep
pull it up.
You keep calling me the wrong name. I feel like we knew each other.
Are you ready?
For you to call me the right name.
Timma!
Thank you. All right,
Timmy-
what do you got?
The John Hurt scene because he loves
Yes.
Hurt and he loves the movie Alien.
Oh, pause right there. Pause. Look to your right.
The Millennium Falcon, sir. Do you
Mhm.
see it?
Yes, I had that for later, but we can talk about it now because it's right there.
Do it. Do it. Talk about it now.
Yeah, I just did.
Talk about it. God damn it, Tim.
George did give that permission as well, so we're good. All right, play.
We're good to continue.
Just push play.
Are you sure?
Yes. Wait. So this scene is a classic reenactment. John Hurt was more than willing to come back and play himself for this scene. So in the credits, he is actually John Hurt.
John Hurt.
Yeah, which is great. Oh, who's playing right now?
Hi, Dream. What do
Little
you
Van
have?
Hagar.
Just got a couple minutes while we're gassing up. What's ready?
I can give you the space soup or the space special.
I'll have the.
Okay.
I'll have the cleavage. They're special.
Hey, one special and one soup.
Is that John Cleese in the background?
It is.
Is that John
There he
Cleese
is.
waiting on the table? There he is.
It is.
Oh, John Candy's doing that. I learned that tonight.
Watch where you're sticking that thing.
Huh? Oh, look, it's got a mind of its own, sweetheart. I can't do a thing with it. What? So, we're lost. None of us
There he
knew where
is.
we
There he is. And look, it's a perfect recreation of Alien.
Trees. And he said, I got it. We all.
Even the outfits.
It was a Harry. How can you tell? He said, from the bark, you dummies. From the bark.
Is he all right?
Yeah, the guy digs me. Hey, what's wrong with this guy? I don't know.
totally unfazed.
Change my life
Yep.
for the
Yeah, the specialist happens all the time.
There it is.
Oh no, not again.
Beautiful.
Do we need to hear the song, or do we want to
We've
hear
heard the song. We've heard the song.
Okay, so
No,
we're good.
It's such a great, like that whole bit. They got
It's a
John
bit.
or John Hurt for that one bit, which is
They did.
wonderful. And
That is
Scott,
nice.
can you don't think we don't see what you're doing over there?
What?
I know the people on Spotify can't see what you're doing right now, but
They'd be
Not doing anything.
appalled.
they
You'd
would
be
be
appalled.
appalled. You and your naked bear. It's disgusting.
I thought we took away permissions from him.
Oh, we did too. I have a screenshot of it somewhere.
I still want to recreate the emu ripping Tim's earring out of his ear live on camera.
We can't do it
Price-
anymore.
Priceless comedy.
We cannot recreate that anymore.
Timmy donated his emus to science.
I
I know.
did.
You did. You monster.
All
So,
right,
yes.
so let's see.
John Hurt was a fun cameo. All the Johns cameoed in this movie. Spaceballs the book was novelized by R.L. Stein of Goosebumps fame.
Hmm.
Get excited, Scott.
Things we learn.
What's Goosebumps?
Shut up.
God bless it, Jesus.
This guy. He's got the jokes and the bears.
It's the jokes and the bears. Even the bear is being a little sassy, sticking his tongue out at us.
What are you talking about?
It's gone. It's okay. Hey, boo boo.
gone.
He got his picnic basket.
You got a picnic basket. I don't think the Ranger's gonna like this, Yogi.
So Anakin was right. Sand is a pain in the ass. So they were shooting in the, in the actual desert for all the scenes when they were on the planet with yogurt and everybody. So when they had to reshoot a scene, they had to like cover up the tracks. So they used like leaf blowers and stuff like that. So sand was definitely a pain. Yuma Desert, that's where they were.
Yes, in
Got up
Arizona.
to, yes, 110 degrees. Recreating the classic scene in the beginning of Star Wars where R2 and 3PO are walking through. They had to get a blower and a sand broom to make sure the sand was ready for the next take.
They've gone from suck to blow.
Oh, Rick. What are you
And
doing?
Scott has also vanished.
You know what? That's okay. This is better than the bear. That's fine with me.
I- we
Did you?
prefer Rick Moranis.
You know what? If we can get him on the show, Scott.
Scott, take a note.
Yeah, please.
I'll ask Harrison if he knows him.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So one of the guys that's been in a ton of Mel Brooks movies, Rudy DeLuca, and I remember seeing his name when we talked about Young Frankenstein. He was Pizza the Hut, like he was in the outfit. Dom DeLuise, of course, voiced
Yes.
Pizza the Hut. But Rudy, who was in the outfit, again, I learned something when we did this. They actually used real pizza toppings,
Yes, they did.
like hot pizza toppings, melted
they-
cheese.
They burned the fucking hell out of the actor.
That poor guy, he refused to get back in the suit.
Second F-bomb of the
Yes.
evening.
So that's okay. Even in the future, even in the future, nothing works. They say it in the
God,
movie,
the
so we
third
can say it
F-bomb.
here. We can say it here.
Mhm.
So yeah, he refused to get back in the suit. So they had the stunt. I think one of the stunt guys getting the outfit. But yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting. And I always, when I was younger and I knew who all of Mel Brooks's people were, I just assumed Dom DeLuise was in the suit. Thought that would be cool because when you're a kid, you think that thing in the middle of his mouth is his tongue. But as you get older, you realize like it's the actual guy talking,
Yes.
trying to say the lines. It's like, yeah, that's a little weird because you can see the mouth inside the mouth at some point.
You can.
It was a little odd. But yeah, they burned the hell out of him. in
They
the
did.
suit with
Third
real
degree
melted
burns.
cheese. Yeah, actual
From
melted
cheese.
cheese and pepperoni and green peppers and whatever else they had on there.
Hopefully it was just one take, huh?
For
The
him,
other
it was.
fun the other fun fact is if you pay close attention to Pizza the Hut's sidekick Vinny, you will notice that as an excellent example of makeup artistry and an incredible use of shading techniques, Vinny's metallic look was successfully achieved without any silicone prosthetics whatsoever.
Did you memorize that?
No, I'm reading it.
Oh, it didn't sound like it at all.
I know. I got a face for radio.
Bazinga.
But I thought that was so cool because I always thought they did something with that to get all those fantastic angles on his face. No, just makeup.
Yeah.
No prosthetics.
Yeah, they did a great
That's
job.
really cool. Yes.
Joan Rivers. We didn't talk about
Joan
her
Rivers.
yet.
We did not.
She was the last minute addition, apparently. And I
Was
didn't know that
she?
either.
I thought she signed on earlier.
So according to this fact that I found,
This fact.
I didn't get it from this, so I could be wrong. But they used the person who was in the suit to do the voice. They had her ready the whole time. And I can't find her name right now. Lorraine Yarnell.
There you go.
Yes. I wanted to give her the credit where credit is due. So Lorraine was in the suit. She was using her voice. Not unlike Dave Prowse in the original Star Wars. Like he had all the lines memorized. He thought it was going to be his voice in the movie. And then they bring in James Earl Jones when George Lucas realized, like, you know what, this really isn't working. So they brought in Joan Rivers as, I mean, it says here last minute voiceover edition, but it could have been planned, you know, during the movie. Brooks opted to bring in Rivers during post-production. So she got to record her lines in an air-conditioned studio while Yarnell had to wear the dot matrix outfit in the desert, doing all the hard work. And she barely, like, if you're watching the credits, I think she was the last name that popped up. And I felt kind of bad about that.
They did
she did a lot of work.
They did all the stars. And then, oh yeah, by the way, Lorraine Yarnell.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about her. Scott, what do you got? You got anything? You've been awfully quiet over there since you got rid of your bear.
You guys took all my joy.
We took your joy.
You made the bear leave.
Filmed in the same sound stage as Wizard of Oz. Apparently, at this time, there was still some remnants of the Yellow Brick Road. I thought that was kind of cool.
Really?
Improvising. Rick Moranis improvised the whole thing. Like, he had the toys ready. They didn't know what they were going to say. So he improvised some of that. Excuse me.
Got very sexual in that scene.
Yes.
With the toys. Very
I think
sexual.
Hold on. Yeah, so your helmet is so big. That was his like line right on the spot.
I remember the twins part, right? And then it was Marlene and Charlene, right?
Yep.
They were actually the double meat girls from the 80s in the commercial.
They were.
I remembered that. Yep.
That's why he says, chew your gum.
Chew your gum.
But they weren't chewing gum at the time.
They were not, but they looked at each other like.
Scott, how did he come up with the Spaceballs name?
Did
you see that one?
Something about he needed oxygen for his brain. And
so weren't they going to call it, and I don't have it right in front of me, weren't they going to call it like Planet Moron or something like that?
Planet of the Morons.
Planet of the Morons, yes.
But Mel wanted something with the word space in it.
And Morons from outer space. I got it.
Okay. Yeah. I knew it was something moron, but he wanted something with the word space in it. So they were kind of, going back and forth with things. So rumor has it, and that might also be in this book by Mel Brooks called All About Me.
Which you would think we get royalties from.
We don't.
Oh.
So he no, I don't really.
Wow.
I don't know Mel that well.
Excluded to
I really only have this signed picture of him from the Muppet movie. It's it's whatever. I shouldn't have shown that. That's too much. So anyway, so he spilled a drink on himself, and he actually exclaimed "balls."
Scott does that
after he spilled a drink. And that's how they came up with Spaceballs.
Scott says that. Balls.
You know, I don't think I've ever said that.
You
Ever?
do, in fact, sir. You do, in fact.
Spell
Pretty sure
something
you're
on
the one that
yourself.
fidgets with your nuts a lot.
I do not play with my
Like
balls.
So what about the bad guy having a green lightsaber in Spaceballs?
What did you think about that, Scott?
I
don't
always thought that
know.
was messed up.
And the
Even
good
as a
guy has
kid.
an orange one, not a
I thought
red
it was
one.
yellow.
It is orange.
I'm sure it wasn't yellow.
Yes, I'm not colorblind.
So you think?
At least now I'm reconsidering that.
What color's my shirt?
Purple.
Orange.
Everything's orange,
You
right?
both guessed right.
Yes. Good.
Everything's orange.
So I'm running out of facts, but I do have one more.
What do you got?
Elon Musk is apparently a fan of Spaceballs. Did you guys see
How
this?
could he not be?
Oh, I did see this. Yeah, how can he not be? God
So
bless
he
him.
I don't know this for sure, but his cars feature a ludicrous mode, and it's announced for a future model. They'll be going to plaid.
Isn't that fun?
That's all I got. I'm out of stuff.
When Tim throws his facts over his shoulder, folks, we know that we are near the end of the shenanigans.
But I do have a backup.
But we do have a backup. One book.
All right, if we could all turn to page 364.
Instruction manual. One Swedish made.
Swedish made what, Scott? You
What'd
did
she
not
make?
you didn't finish your joke. It remains incomplete.
It does not.
So I think I did read somewhere that Mel wanted to get like the F word in here somewhere, but he can
He
only use it
did.
once. He only used it once because he
'Cause
wanted to
it's-
keep the PG-13.
It's PG, sir, not PG-13.
Are you sure? Holy crap! Are you serious?
Yes, sir. I read it. I read
So
it. Please
PG.
hold. PG. It's
Really?
PG.
So
Yes.
you can use one F word, and they say shit a few times too. I think.
They say it more than a few times.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
shit's
We ain't
all over.
found shit.
I
can't believe we didn't talk about that yet.
Do you remember back in the day that like the edited version was on TV all the time and like
What did they say? I forget. I remember that.
yeah.
Wasn't it for me? I remember it just being blanked out. Like they didn't say anything.
I thought he said stuff or something. He didn't find stuff.
So I watched it on Fox 5. It was a DC station.
The guy who does my hair is also the president of Fox.
My gosh.
And I'm
You need a new
surrounded
guy.
by morons.
Yes. They actually refilmed that
Yeah.
for the edited version. I remember
Keep
that.
firing morons.
Yep. That was
It's rated PG.
wow. Crazy.
Right.
So they say fuck once.
They do.
And it's real quick. Like fuck, even in the future, nothing works. It's so
Yes.
quick. Like it's one of those like if you blink and you miss it scenes, you know.
Without you and Steven, we never would have heard it at all.
So that's a
Yeah.
fun. It's not related to Spaceballs.
Did you say it's a
when
fucking fact?
There it is.
Wow.
There he is. There he is.
when my son was younger, and going
Dude,
over
spinning.
to Mimi and Pop Pop's house, Scott, you'll love this if I haven't told you already. We were dropping him off one day, and like nothing prompted this.
How old was he?
He comes in. He must have been like 5 or 6. He comes in and he goes right up to my mom, and she's like, "Hi, sweetie," and she's like, "Mimi, you can't say that. You can't say that, Mimi. You cannot say that word. You can't." And she's like, "What?" And he's like, "You can't say fuck." And she like jumped back like it punched her in the face. And she's like, "Your father taught you that word." And he looked right at Celeste and said, "That's mommy's word." And I'm like, success.
Fantastic. That's mommy's
That's
word.
mommy's word. Like, yes, it is.
Ah. That's awesome.
But just like the shock of hearing the word itself, like physically pushed my mom back. Ah,
I can absolutely see that too.
yes. It's more true facts.
That's wonderful. Well,
Well, guys, I think
Anything
that's about
else?
all the end of our fun facts here for Spaceballs the movie.
this was a good time. I like this one.
This was fun. Tested
Mhm.
out the live. Thank you to all the folks who tuned in to watch us in our shenanigans.
How many comments do we have? I'm so excited to hear.
We've got one
Stop it. Did you really?
from me,
Oh, dang it.
welcoming everyone to the podcast.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
I mean, we could always try this out again when we announce it in advance and not on the fly, and
Yeah.
maybe get a couple more viewers when it's not a gigantic holiday.
Gigantic. Friday night.
like Timmy wants to broadcast on Memorial Day. I'm sure lots of people will have time for us then.
Yes.
So we could perhaps do a live event on
Saturday
that
afternoon
day.
before the parties or during. They could have us on in the
During-
background.
Or they could watch you play a shuffleboard.
Live shuffleboard tournament.
Boy, I've already tuned out.
It's getting exciting.
I
over
just turned the
fellas.
TV off.
Tim fell asleep.
Well, folks, thank you for watching. If you were
Yes,
watching,
thank you all very much.
This was a labor of love for Spaceballs. It's a good time.
All right. Well, thank you all kindly. Please tune in next week.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Not just
Mhm.
like, but perhaps subscribe.
If you could
And
do
we will-
either or, though, that would be great.
Would be.